Hey guys, Dave here from Easy Country Cooking and Cook and Share. You know, I have never tried chicken and waffles. I know a little bit about it. I know it originated in Pennsylvania and all that, but just never tried it. So I've got a killer recipe for some fried chicken. Thought I'd make that up, put it over some waffles and give it a try. So let's give it a shot and I'll show you how to do it. So the first thing we're going to do here, guys, is kind of make a brine for the chicken. And to do this, I'm going to grab up about 4 cups of water and throw it into a bowl. You know, just about enough water to cover the chicken. Follow this by about 2 or 3 tablespoons of white vinegar. You don't have to be precise here. This is not an exact science. And a good heaping tablespoon of salt. Grab up your spoon or whatever device you have and give everything a good stir around here. Then I'm going to take 4 skin-on and bone-in chicken thighs and grab a good sharp knife and cut a good slice down the center, right to the bone actually. And you can use whatever cut of chicken you like. I just like the thighs. Then take that chicken and just put it right into that brine mixture we just made up. And you know, you want to give them a good old tuckaroony until they're completely submersed in that brine. So what we're going to do, guys, is slip this in the fridge and let it soak away for about 30 minutes. You really don't have to do this brining process, but it really does help with the crispiness. You know, you want that super nice crispy chicken. So it's entirely up to you. Optional, but good. Okay, well the chicken is brining up. We're going to make up our dredge by using a 1.25 cups, a 1.5 cups actually, of all-purpose flour, a 1/4 cup of cornstarch, which helps to make it really crispy. Now season things up with a teaspoon of onion powder, a teaspoon of, yes, my all-time favorite, some garlic powder, another teaspoon of good old smoked paprika, about a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne, you know, depending on how hot you want it. Totally optional, but I like the heat. A teaspoon of oregano, you know, everything's about a teaspoon here. Same amount of dried parsley. Some salt, again about another teaspoon. And 2 teaspoons of good old ground black pepper. Of course, you're going to grab up the whisk and whisk everything together until it's nicely combined. And once again, guys, this is my choice of seasoning. You know, you can put whatever you like in it. Maybe, I don't know, maybe a bit of thyme or something like that. But, you know, totally up to you. But I think this is going to be really good. Alrighty then, we're going to grab up another bowl and divide this mixture in half, and you can just kind of eyeball it here. Take some water, I guess about 1 cup or so, and begin very slowly to add that water to the mixture. And what you want to do here, guys, is add the water little bit by little bit until you achieve the perfect texture. I'm going to show you what this is like. And you want it so when you dip that chicken in, it doesn't roll off, it just covers ever so beautifully. So it's something like this. This is about perfect right here. And if you find the consistency is a little bit too thick, guys, you can add a little more water. And if it's too thin, you know, you can add a little more flour. But this is pretty good right about here. Oh, I think this is going to be great. Now, of course, we're going to grab up that chicken and make sure most of the water's off of there. Then into the dry flour mixture and roll it around so it gets covered completely with that flour mixture. Into the wet mixture and once again the old roly-poly till it's completely covered. Shake any excess off. And then back into that dry flour mixture. So you're kind of doing a double dredge here. Then set them aside on a plate. Next, I put some oil into a pan. I've got it heated up to about 350 degrees, so in with that chicken. And we're going to fry this up on each side until it is beautifully browned up. And this should take, I'd say about, maybe 7 minutes on each side, depending on the temperature of your oil. Of course, you want to flip that chicken around and rotate it periodically. After that chicken is a golden brown, and doesn't this look beautiful, we're going to grab this up and set it aside on a wire rack to drain off any excess oil. Funny, I could eat this just as is, but we're not going to because we got to make up our waffles. And to do this, I'm going to take some pearl milling waffle or pancake mixture. You can use the pancake mixture or waffle mixture of your choice. And according to the directions, I'm going to add 1.75 cups to a mixing cup. Followed by some milk. All the directions are quite laid out on the box. This is about 1 cup or so. 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil. And a couple of farm fresh eggs. And you know, any egg will do. Then, of course, grab up the good old whiskeroonie and whisk everything together. Now, I'm using the waffle mix here, guys, because I'm just kind of lazy. But I mean, you could just use flour or whatever you like. But I think this is going to make up some pretty darn good waffles, in my opinion. And also thinking here, guys, too, if you wanted to be really, really convenient, you could just buy those pre-made waffles and just slip them in the toaster. I mean, you know, how much easier could that get? Alrighty then, now it's time to heat up the old waffle maker and give it a spray. Then simply take that mixture and pour it into the waffle maker. And this is a really good question. If you don't have a waffle maker, I don't know what you do. Maybe you can answer that in the comments section. Just, use pancakes. I suppose that would be good too, or just, buy the pre-made waffles like I said before. So after a few minutes, guys, they is done here, and to me they're looking pretty darn good. I love these waffles. Okay, I'm just gonna pull them out and put them on a plate. And then it becomes as easy as grabbing up that chicken and placing them onto the waffles with some maple syrup over the top. And I'm using the good old Canadian maple syrup. And because I am filming this, I'm gonna garnish it up with a bit of parsley, but that's entirely up to you. And there you have it, guys, our pancakes and waffles, and I can feel it in my soul that this is going to be simply outrageously delicious. Okay, I'm just going to put a little bit maple syrup, a little bit more maple syrup over the side, and we'll cut into this and see what it's like. Make sure I get some waffles on there. And just look at this, guys. Doesn't it look super? I bet you $1,000,000 this is going to be so good. I just love it. This chicken is so crispy. And mixed with that maple syrup, I never in a million years thought it would be this good. But it is. Definitely a must try. I mean, that maple syrup with the chicken is crispy but tender. Everything just combines together so nicely. Definitely a must try. And if you do try it, drop us a comment and also give us a like, because it does help the channel out. Most of all, subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe. See you next time. I'm going to have more chicken and waffles. Unbelievably good.